Welcome back, everybody. Number 70s, Short Ride with a Stud. We're going to be in Southeastern Wrestling. We're going back to 1980. Actually, I think it's pretty well into the fall of 1980. Just to give you a little idea of what's happening at this point, Jimmy Golden has become a heel. And my brother and I, we're baby faces. We're actually, this match was with Ron Bass and Mr. Saito, great Japanese wrestler, really, really good, who had a tremendous sleeper hold. Jimmy Golden had a bounty going, and we're going to pick this match up toward the end of it, and it's hard for me to explain all of this, to be honest with you. This is about as wild the ending on a match as you're going to see anywhere, and so let's have a look at it.
Southeastern area, a lot of things that affect your brother and your family.
Well, that's right, Charlie. I said all along that I didn't like the idea of a bounty, and it got the job done that Golden wanted done. And my brother's out of action now, and I don't know how long he's going to be out of action. Even the doctors can't tell me how long. And you've got a piece of film here that I think more than explains the situation. It's going to show something that I think is the most despicable thing. This is not only something that concerns Jimmy Golden and Saito and Bass and the people in the ring. This ends up involving Condrey, Rose, Lane. Everybody is helping Golden here with, get rid of that bounty money, and I think he gave it to Saito and paid him off for this. And like I said, I think it's the most despicable thing I've seen since I've been around wrestling. Right now, I don't have a brother to wrestle with.
This match, this match was supposed to be between you and your brother, Saito and Bass.
That's exactly
Jimmy
right.
Golden was manager and ended up in the ring.
And ended up in the ring, naturally. And right there, you can see Robert had him pinned in the ropes, and Saito came from behind and hooked that sleeper on him. And at that point, you can see that Bass and I were outside the ring. Well, Golden just came outside the ring, and what they're doing is trying to keep me occupied until they can hurt Robert. And a sleeper hold is a very dangerous hold anyhow, but if you're in the sleeper hold as long as Robert is here, and you're going to see the referee did his best to get him off his back there, but he goes right back, he puts that sleeper hold again, and he's just hanging on to it. And that's cutting off all the blood to your brain, and right here, I knew he was in trouble. I'm trying to crawl or anything I can, but I got two guys on me, and they're just simply keeping him off. Right there, the referee tried again. Saito rammed him back into the turnbuckles, and he's right back there again, holding that sleeper hold. Now, at this point, Robert's been out probably 30 seconds, maybe even a minute. And you can see here Mr. Olympia's come to help, but Bass is waiting on him. I think they had sat and talked about this strategy. They wanted to get to this point in the match. There you can see Lane's coming. He's just coming to reinforce Bass and Golden, just in case anybody else shows up to try to get into the ring. Bass is keeping Olympia out. Both Lane and Golden are working on me at this point, just keeping me away from there. I'm trying to crawl or fight or whatever I can do to get there. Here comes Roy Welch down to help out, to try to help me to get into the ring. And here you can see two more skunks arriving on the scene, Condrey and Rose.
The damage is being done by Saito.
You better believe it. Look at it. He's still got the sleeper now. This is very, very, well, not only, I don't suffice it to say it's dangerous. My brother's out now. He's not going to be wrestling, and the doctors don't know how long before he'll be wrestling. As you can see, they're just simply keeping people out of the ring. Everybody's doing the best they can to get in there and break it up, but Saito is just hanging on. He's still got that sleeper that he had probably 3 minutes ago. And now you can see Lucas come down, and at this point, I guess they figured that they had done the job, and they certainly had. They'd accomplished what they wanted to accomplish. And you can see here that everybody's scooting out of the ring there. There goes the last rat, Rose, and at this point, we're going to attempt to wake Robert up. And Kenny tried to wake him up here, and Kenny, as you know, is a master of the sleeper hold. And he tried his best. We probably spent a good 5 minutes. We threw ice on him. We threw water on him. Kenny tried to wake him up 4 or 5 different times and couldn't do it. Had no luck whatsoever, and then we finally just had to carry him out. Carry him back to the dressing room. You can see Kenny's really working on him and doing the best he can to bring him around. A lot of people are very, very concerned at this point, and certainly I'm the most concerned of anybody. There, I sent one of the boys at ringside to get me some water, get some ice or something. And Kenny's still working, trying to get that circulation coming. But when you've had his circulation cut off for that length of time, right here, I'm really panicking. I got to get him too. You know, I know he's been out long enough, and like I say, we ended up carrying him out of the ring. And,
I was talking to
Wow, that was crazy. I'm telling you. You know, Rob was in that sleeper for a long time, real long time. That's a pretty wild match right there. A lot going on. We were selling out a whole lot of arenas all along the Gulf Coast back in those days. This was 1980, like I said. And thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you like these short rides, and we get a lot of great comments. And thank y'all for being here and supporting us. And we're going to bring you another one.